Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This topic on this specific video that you are watching currently right now is going to be about Overwatch 2. So if you like Overwatch 2, make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment down below, leave a like, ring the bell. You already know what it is. Overwatch 2, well, let's start off with who am I, right? I am the casual player that is better than most casual players, if that makes sense. I don't take games super serious, but I win a lot of games because I'm good at games. Does that make sense? I never want to go pro in most games. Mostly just fighting games. So I like that genre a lot. But, you know, I play video games. I win a lot. So, you know, I watch the Pro League usually on most games that I enjoy. Try to figure out the meta. Have more fun with the game. But the thing that I've noticed with Overwatch 2 is, one, the game is fun. I never played Overwatch 1 longer than 4 days or so. I played only Soldier 76 because I was, you know, I was scared of the different heroes or legends, as they're called. But with Overwatch 2, I gave it a more feel. I started playing the tank role because as I grew up, I realized that the tank role is actually one of the more important roles. But Overwatch 2 does a good and bad way that if your entire team is good, you'll have fun and you'll play the game. But if you have one weak player on your team, the odds of you winning drastically go down, right? It's very similar to that phrase, you're only as strong as your weakest link. So if I'm doing great as tank, our DPS are doing great as well as they can because they're not getting healed, then we're gonna lose. Or if I'm doing great as a tank, and then our healers are healing everybody, but our DPS is not doing damage. And same on me. If my healers are healing me and my DPS are doing damage, but I'm not in the front line using, you know, my abilities to make space or zone out certain characters on their team, right, then we're gonna lose. And that's such a great system. I love that. But this is where the system gets turned on its head, right? The system's really great, and now we're down here. And the reason is comms, communication, right? As humans, we're vocal. We talk to each other. Everything we do is like that, right? On throughout the internet, cell phones, letters, talking, speeches, sign language, everything goes down to communication. And people on Overwatch 2 refuse to use a microphone. They just refuse to talk to the team. They refuse to give call outs until it hits the fan, until their payload is 5 meters from the end, and then the guy who's your Genji hops on mic and then just complains, and you're like, where was any comms? Where was the, hey, I got dragons, right? I have to constantly tab to look at ultimates because nobody's telling me what ultimate there is. I'm constantly looking around like, okay, where is everybody? I'm counting cooldowns, right? I play Zarya. If I'm fighting another Zarya, I'm counting the Zarya bubbles, right? Zarya, okay, Zarya has 1 bubble left. Zarya, no bubbles, Zarya, no bubbles, Zarya, no, focus Zarya, Zarya, no bubbles, right? Right, team dead silent, nothing. Reaper dash down, Moira dash down. You know, like all these Genji deflect down, Genji dash down, like all these moves, right? I'm constantly like giving my team as much as I can because I watch the Pro League, right? I watch these big streamers, and if you watch them at the Grandmaster level, right? The top levels of these players, they don't stop talking. And they don't stop. There's communications from the doors open to when it says game or round over 3-0, 3-2, right? They're constantly talking. This down, I got this, we got this many. Oh, save for this, save for that, flank around this way, I'm going this way, 2 on me, this way, that, right? But in fucking, I'm gold 3, right? And like I said, I'm having fun with the game. I don't expect to make it higher because I don't have a 5-man to play with, unfortunately, right? I don't have many friends that play these types of video games. A lot of my friends play Valorant or Rainbow Six, you know, or like, you know, more traditional multiplayer games like World of Warcraft and Lost Ark, all those types of games. So I don't really have many people to play Overwatch 2 with. So I constantly just get random bozos, right? And then of course, as a small streamer and content creator, I'll have TTV in the username. right? Because obviously, I mean, I don't care. I'm not ashamed by it. I'm trying to put my name out there as best as I can. So you get the guy who's like a Genji, second round in, he only has like 4k damage. The other DPS has like 9k damage. We're like, hey Genji, can you get your numbers up? And he's like, you got TTV in your name. I'm like, oh my god, bro, that is shit to do with the game. That is not the points you are making are not productive at all, right? Just sure, whatever. Yeah, I got TTV in my name. Cool. Just do more damage. Switch to a different character. Maybe Genji's not for you. Just switch to Soldier real quick. Get those numbers up. Switch to Solbjorn. She's really good. Switch to Reaper. He's pretty good, right? Like there's so many better things, but people immediately go to anger, right? When you tell them like, hey, like, you know, we'll lose a round and you're like, hey, Mercy, I'm gonna need you to like heal more because you're doing 1.8k healing. Like you're not doing your job. I need you to step it up, right? Just step it up and we can fucking win this. And they'll type away because they're not going to use their microphone, right? Because we already discussed that they're allergic to headsets. They'll type away. Fuck you, blah, blah, TTV, blah, blah, one viewer, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my fucking Christ, dude. Like, there's no way you take criticism this poorly, right? Like, there's... And that's honestly my biggest pet peeve. Besides that, the game's fun. Like I said, I never played Overwatch 1, so I'm not fatigued of the game at all, right? People are saying, oh, it's the same game. What? Overwatch 1 must have been fun then. I'm liking the characters. I like the 5v5. I like the game modes. Push is a little sussy, but it's the communication factor. People don't like to talk. You know, you can't win every game. People don't understand this. Nobody in the world is going to have a 100% win rate. You're going to lose some. And some, you know, at the end of the day, there has to be a team that wins. It might be your team or it might be the other team. But if you can give yourself as many notches as possible to try to win, then you'll probably have a higher win percentage. But it's impossible to, you know, to teach strangers, right, to be who they're not, right? Maybe they're not a very vocal person. But at the end of the day, when you play a competitive, on the competitive setting, right, instead of casual, you play comp, and you play a team-based game, you have to be a team-based player. You have to be a teammate. You have to be willing to work with strangers because at the end of the day, no matter who they are, young, old, any ethnicity, whatever gender, right? At the end of the day, everybody's goal on that team is to win, right? So you take all those outside things, take them away. We are trying to win. That's all that matters. I don't give a fuck about anything else in your life, okay? I could care less if I'm playing with fucking XQC. I can care less if I'm playing with a fucking, you know, like a 19-year-old, right? I can care less if I'm playing with fucking Andrew Tate. We gotta fucking win this match, brother. Like, that is why we logged on. We are trying to win, and I do not care about any negativity. If you're not giving call-outs, then why are you talking? But at the same time, you should always be giving call-outs, so why are you not talking? But that's it for me, Overwatch 2. Like I said, I am just the casual player. I'm probably have the same opinion as most of you out there. A lot of you might disagree with me, which is fine. Everybody has their own opinion. But if you do agree or disagree, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment down below, and I hope to see you all again in the next video. See you.